John Rasiej, the entrepreneursmissinglink.com. And the reason that I did it is I was getting a lot out of gold, and one of the things that happened for me was the need to have some more time with Fabienne and Derek to get their look at my specifics.
Yep.
And that's what Prep for Platt will do.
Yep.
We get some additional time.
You get three, in the same week as your gold meeting, you get a whole day, small group, a whole day with me and Derek, all day, all day.
But also, at a recent meeting, I know, can I quote you, Charles? I think Charles got up to the mic and said, if something's working, don't unplug from it. And I heard from people who were ending their second year that they said, oh, I'll be back in 6 months when I'm ready for platinum.
It doesn't
And
happen.
I know those people will leave with the intention of doing that, but I know life sometimes gets in the way. So I said, I'm not unplugging for a single day.
Give him a hand. Laurie, thank you.
I don't think I've ever been up to the mic like this often during a meeting, but it's kind of cool. So yeah, I mean, I had not actually intended of renewing it all. I was one of those people. I'm
I'll come back
I'm
in
gonna come
platinum.
back. I know I need to go through everything again with the new client, ideal client, all that kind of good stuff. And then Charles got up, and I'm like, okay, yeah, thanks, Charles.
Charles, I will be
I'm
sending
in.
you a check.
She
Very
should.
large check.
She totally should, yeah. And so that was like, okay, that was a no-brainer. But once, Charles straightened my head out, but it was the idea, because we talked about it at the VIP meeting.
Yeah.
Like, what was the resistance? And it was, there was part of me beating myself up, like I couldn't get it in the first year.
Or I'm supposed to implement all of this and all in 1 year. That's a very high expectation. I wouldn't even do that.
Yeah, and
Just be
stuff
kind.
changes.
Yeah.
I implemented it all, but then things change. So it was like I was kind of back to square one. And the idea of the having the day with you guys to really wrap arms around
There's
the business.
no new curriculum in year 2. You're supposed to say, thank you.
Yeah.
This is one time when you don't want any more stuff. You just want to make sure you implement everything that you do have. Yeah?
Yeah,
Go
yeah,
on.
and so it's just, so for me, it was just that focused time in the strategy that I anticipate we're going to get, because it's both of you. I mean, love you, but it's just the both, just all of it, kind of bringing it all together and really helping just laser focused get this done.
Yeah, awesome.
So.
Give her a hand. Yep.
I just want to add to what Laurie said. I went through a lot, and we were actually sitting at the same table when Charles said that, and we both looked at each other and said, crap. One of the things I wanted to bring up, and Laurie started to touch on it, what spiraled for me is I had to say in that meeting, what's my resistance? What's my resistance? I get what you're saying. What's the resistance? What's the resistance? And I'll never forget, I'm going to possibly get emotional, so bear with me. But I'll be brief, because it's the end of the day. It's okay. The resistance was, and I'll never forget standing here in front of Tina Pruitt, and she said, what is this about? And I said, and we've had VIP days, so you know this about me. My overachiever ego was like, oh, we don't repeat grades. And so I left this meeting and spent about a good week or two sitting on that bomb and really had to walk through it. And for those of you who were part of the group, I actually kind of self-confessed in the group that was something. So just know that there are other people, if that is something that you identify with, if you potentially have that about you that's holding you back, don't let it. I had to sit with it. It was nasty. And it was something that I just had to work through. So I'm grateful that it came up. But just know that there are others of us in this group who have that side of ourselves. Call it a shadow side, call it whatever you want. But don't let it hold you back, because I almost did.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Give her a hand.